you guys. Have some announcements that I wanted to make. Kind of share a little bit more what's going on with my life today. I know I've been kind of doing a lot of these updates lately, but honestly, that's because a lot has been going on these past few months. It's been crazy. Just a quick update, I guess, as far as like life and health and happiness, like general wellness stuff. Things are going really good. A few months ago, I was struggling pretty bad with my depression. I was feeling a lot of really severe like joint pain everywhere. It was at the point where, I had a hard time even coaching classes at the gym because either I couldn't stand, like my legs just felt like they wanted to kind of give out on me, or like I couldn't hold things. I remember one time I was trying to demonstrate a deadlift and I wasn't even holding heavy weight and my hand just, it was like stuck in this position. So, you're trying to hold something like this and this one wouldn't work. So definitely was struggling there. But I since quit the gym to work for myself full time, and that has been the best decision of my life. So it was, I'm not gonna say like immediately overnight because obviously there's no such thing as like a quick fix to anything, but kind of almost overnight, like within the first couple weeks of me being able to kind of be on my own, being my own boss, working for myself, I noticed that the joint pain significantly decreased. I was still struggling just a little bit, but so then some things with that. So for those of you who know me or are familiar with me at all, following me on social media at all, you know that not only am I a personal trainer, but I'm also a certified health coach. So I'm actually working on continuing education for my health coaching right now. And I've been learning a lot of things and I love it. So kind of at part of the process is, taking what I learn and using it on myself to kind of practice what I preach, but also, improve my quality of life. So one of the things I was actually learning about, well, not one of the things, I guess, kind of like the main thing that this program covers is the importance of primary food. So that was one of the reasons I knew I had to quit my job at the gym, because my feelings as far as like self-worth and how I was being treated, the relationships that I was engaging at the gym there with like management and stuff just weren't suiting me very well. So one of the areas of primary food is your relationships, right? Relationships, career, spirituality, mental health, creativity. There's so many, right? I could give you a list. So that was like an obvious one, but another obvious one that even now I still have a hard time working on, but I am trying, is listening to myself, listening to my body and just really tuning into my body, trying to understand what my body's trying to tell me. So if there are times like I'm just really severely stressed, usually I get a little inkling feeling telling me that either, you need to quit the job, or you need to not go do this errand today, or you need to cross one of the things off your list. You have a little like one too many things on your list to do today, or, priority wise. And it's kind of hard to explain that, but we all have gut feelings, right? You get gut feelings. We all do. So just really like trusting those and going with my human intuition. So when I feel like something's a little bit too much for me, giving myself the permission to kind of back off there, and focusing more on the self-love. So I'm not going to say that I'm perfect because there are definitely some areas that I'm still struggling with and that I'm working on improving, and it's a challenge, but I'm trying. So self-love is a huge one, right? And I think a lot of us get so focused on, we have to make our money, we have to feed our careers, we have our families to take care of, right? I don't know, whatever else. Maybe we work 2 jobs, we have school, I don't know. But a lot of the times, our self-love and taking the time for ourselves to just kind of wind down, be with ourselves, doing things that we enjoy relaxing, allowing ourselves permission to rest and to relax and to kind of refuel our bodies, refuel our minds. Sleep is a big one for me. So when I was working at the gym, and then of course I'm working on my health coaching program, I'm working on my online personal training program, which I'm about to finish actually here probably this week. And then running an online business as well. My sleep was not good. And then I have a 4-month-old puppy, so I was maybe getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night, and then I was waking up and pretty much living on caffeine, which made me feel super guilty the whole time because, you know, as a health coach, I can't in my right mind tell someone that it's okay to have energy drinks, or that it's okay even if you're gonna have them or have caffeine at all, but to be like relying on it and having it so many times throughout the day. And I was legitimately having like 3-4 energy drinks a day, just trying to get through it. And then I was staying up till like 1 a.m. working on school, and then, you know, I'd have to wake up in the night to take my puppy out. So it was just a mess, you guys. But obviously since quitting the gym, I haven't had to do that, which is nice. Wean myself back off the caffeine. I actually used to be very much addicted to caffeine back in high school, but then I was getting like these really bad migraines, and I have anxiety. I've had that my whole life too. And I learned that caffeine tends to exacerbate all those types of feelings. So I'm glad that I noticed that kind of creeping back up on me again, and I was able to nip that one in the bud pretty quick. But what else? So making sure that I am still struggling with the sleep schedule. I'm not going to lie to you, because I tend to be a bit of a workaholic. And if I have a task of things I want to do in a day, I don't feel like I can relax until I get it done. So that's something I'm working on. But I've been nicer to myself about it. I've been kind of, you know, maybe I let myself stop an hour earlier than I used to, you know, stop work an hour earlier than I used to, give myself permission if I run out of time in the day to complete, you know, a schoolwork or something, that it's okay to just come back and do that tomorrow. Luckily, I work basically from home, so I can make my own schedule now. So if I start to feel overwhelmed because I have all these appointments, or I have all this schoolwork and I'm falling behind on school, oh my gosh, like my head's gonna explode, right? Being able to kind of take a step back and say, okay, well, you know what, today I'm just gonna let myself not work, and I'm gonna just focus on these things today. Giving myself the freedom to like pamper myself, doing like my face mask, going to get my nails done, taking the time to do my makeup, do my hair, and actually enjoying it, which for me is like very meditative. It's a big deal. And when I was working at the gym, I was kind of harried all the time, so I was literally like barely brushing my hair, doing my makeup super fast, and it took a lot of the joy out of it for me. So getting back to that for sure. And then another thing that I've been learning about, besides obviously just basic self-care and taking care of my primary needs and my primary foods, is gut health, and the importance of gut health, and how that actually kind of intertwines with your mental health, your physical health, and a lot of the things going on either on the outside of our body or in our gut kind of feed each other. So then, you know, if we have poor gut health, then that might manifest in physical symptoms or in stress, increased depression. You know, our immune system kind of gets shot a little bit. And then the same thing the other way around. So if we're struggling with a lot of stress, we have very high levels of stress, that can affect our gut health as well. And then it's like a cycle back and forth. So I have been being very careful ever since learning about that with the foods I'm putting in my body. So just, of course, you know, limiting the caffeine. I actually started taking a probiotic as well, which I didn't used to think was important, but now I realize that it is. So I've been taking a probiotic, and then I have been eating a lot cleaner too. So a couple things with that. I did start work with a competition coach, which has helped because now I have that accountability and kind of someone on my butt, you know, like these are my macros and I need to stick to those. So obviously there's not really room for me to go out and, you know, get fast food, or for me, it's not really fast food. It's more like Chinese takeout. So that's helped. But I was getting a lot of the emotional food cravings, like craving sugar, craving sweets, lots of carbs. Not that I think there's anything wrong with carbs, because there's not, but like excessive. And so it was very clear that I was feeling very stressed and was relying on those things for comfort. So all of the things that I've been kind of working on together, getting back more into my exercise, focusing more on my primary foods, self-care, obviously just focusing on my stress, time management, all of those things kind of intertwined. So now I feel less stressed and less physical pain. So I do still kind of get the aches like here and there, but it's not like how it was. Like I'm able to walk, I'm able to go to the gym and lift, able to pretty much do anything. I'm not really being impeded in any way there. The other thing is I did find a supplement that I have started to take for my depression and anxiety, and it's freaking amazing. So I'm gonna show it to you so you guys can see, because I'm gonna be talking about it more later. So this is what I take now. Okay, it's from a company called Elevacity. I don't know how to say it. Happy Coffee, which is actually called Elevate. It's smart coffee. And then this is Xanthomax, and these are both all natural supplements. Obviously, Happy Coffee does have some caffeine in it, and it has coffee in it, but this is like my caffeine for the day, and I have 1 cup and I'm done. Sometimes I can have half a cup and I'm good. So I do that, and then do that in the morning, and then I do the Xanthomax 1 to 2 times later in the day, depending on how I feel. But you guys, like, this stuff is incredible. I was super skeptical to try it because, you know, it's like a direct sales thing, and I know obviously anyone who's, because I work in direct sales, anyone who's promoting a direct sales thing, like, it's sometimes hard to trust them because, you know, are they promoting the product just because they want to make money from it, or like what's going on, right? But as somebody who has struggled with depression and anxiety my whole life, literally since I can remember, obviously maybe not when I was like 3 or 4, but definitely even in elementary school, this was a struggle for me. And then I've been in and out of therapy since I was 13 for depression and anxiety and eating disorder in high school, which obviously I'm since recovered from that. You know, I don't mind sharing that part of my story with you because it's part of what made me who I am today. But let me tell you guys, depression sucks. It really does. I can be totally fine one day, you know, working my business, working at school, going out with friends, enjoying life, and then all of a sudden it's just like this wave kind of comes creeping in. And usually, you know, I've dealt with it for so long, I can kind of sense when it's starting to come. And it just feels like it's crushing you. Like I would literally feel like I have a physical weight pushing down on my shoulders, so then anything I try to get done, I just can't. Like even brushing my teeth is hard sometimes, or getting out of bed is hard. I remember literally, like, it was shortly before like I started this stuff, but I was and this is why I had to start this stuff, because I was desperate for a solution. But I was literally having to like baby walk myself through brushing my teeth. I just didn't have the physical energy, and I felt fatigued all the time, and my energy was crashing halfway through the day. And this isn't with the energy drinks, this is just me being me. And still eating clean and exercising, mind you. So sometimes, yes, eating clean and exercising, drinking your water, getting enough sleep, those all are first. But sometimes you just have a legitimate chemical imbalance that needs a little bit of extra like push to get you to where you want to be. So I was feeling really, really low, and so knowing how medication is for me and supplements, I've been on different medications over the years. I've decided that those don't work for me, and I'm not okay taking them. Kind of anti-medication almost, unless I absolutely have to be on it, just because there's so many harmful side effects in those. Your body can become very reliant on it, right? but also I've tried different supplements. You know, I've looked, I've done my research, and I've tried different things, and nothing ever helped. It was just like, okay, whatever, you know, and then you get hopeless because nothing is working for you. So I found this stuff recently. I didn't know what it was. It just like popped up in my newsfeed on Facebook, and so I was like, okay, you know, I'm gonna try and see what happens, because why the F not? I've tried everything else, so I just wanted to see what would happen. And I did have to kind of experiment a little bit to find a dosing that worked well for me. But, what's it called? Sorry, I was looking at the time. I've been talking for a long time. I did have to play around a little bit with the dosing to see what felt good for me and what worked for me. And then, you know, as far as scheduling like food around it to see what felt best. But I think I found my healthy medium with doing it doing the coffee in the morning, and then like halfway through the day, the Xanthomax, and then if I start to feel like coming back up, another Xanthomax. But mostly I'm usually good after that first one. That usually covers me. So I did actually decide to sign up and be a promoter with Elevacity. So if you are curious about this stuff and you want to try it, I would definitely recommend at least trying it out, because what do you have to lose? For me, I definitely feel like that pressure that was pressing down on me has been lifted. I'm not going to say that I'm like 100% happy-go-lucky. Life is all unicorns and sunshine and rainbows all the time, right? Because I am still a little bit stressed. I am still trying to work on 2 school programs. I am launching I'm launching 2 businesses. And then, you know, social media marketing. Like, there's a ton of things going on in my life right now. And I'm not in the greatest place financially either. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm human, right? I'm not perfect. There's things that I'm working on. But what I can tell you is that I actually feel like myself again. So if we were to remove like that cloud or that pressure or that wave, whatever you call it, like I'm one person and then all of a sudden the depression comes in, and all of a sudden I'm antisocial and I'm irritated and I'm angry and getting road rage. I'm not gonna tell you guys, like there's the ugly side to me when that depression stuff hits. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'll go MIA from social media for days at a time because I just can't function. It happens, okay? But ever since taking this stuff, I don't feel that. It feels like the weight is lifted, and it feels like I can actually be myself and feel happy and enjoy life. It was freaking crazy the other day. I was driving around, and normally I get really bad road rage because I just don't have patience for drivers, especially here in Florida. I'm sorry guys, but I feel like you guys all don't know how to drive. I know everyone complains about Californians being bad drivers, but no. I get scared to drive out here sometimes. So I get impatient a lot, and I'll want to yell or I'll want to speed, and I've almost gotten in accidents a lot of the time because I'm just like agitated and, you know, rush and harried and try to get to where I'm trying to go. And the other day I was driving around, and just like I went out and bought some sunflowers for myself, and I was just like, oh, these flowers are so pretty, and you know, I just felt super mellow. And it's not like a high, like I don't feel loopy, I don't feel dizzy, I don't feel like over the top elated or excited. It doesn't feel like I'm on drugs or anything, but I definitely feel calm. I feel significantly more clear-headed. Obviously not having the physical pain I was having before. And then obviously this coffee in the morning is good for getting me through my morning, which is nice. Because a lot of the time I do wake up super tired, and my puppy wants to wake me up way before I'm ready. So this stuff has been a miracle for me. So I definitely would love to share it with anyone who is interested, who also struggles with depression or anxiety, because we call it happy coffee, which I feel like that would make you think more like depression. But like I said, it makes me feel very calm and clear-headed and centered, and I can focus on whatever the task is at hand and not feel overwhelmed by all these other emotions that are always kind of like looming in the back of my head. So it's nice. It's been a lifesaver for me for sure. So that was kind of one of the main things that I wanted to share with you. Competition prep is going great. I obviously have only been in it 1 week, so I'm not into the nitty-gritty stuff, but I did a diet break week, which was good because I think I was kind of on like a weight loss up and down for probably like a year, and I am more at my healthy low weight. I can't say my lowest weight because my lowest weight was back in high school when I was severely underweight, but my healthy lowest weight, and obviously took a break, so I was getting to eat more food, enjoy more foods, which was fun. And then this week I am carb cycling, and that's, I think, is going to be the plan going forward. But I already, and it's only day 3, I already feel a difference. Like I noticed this, especially like in my stomach area, it's a lot more tones. I'm doing pretty good on the energy. This stuff also helps with cravings, so it might be a combination of me doing carb cycling and this, or maybe it's just this. I really don't know. I'm not a scientist, but usually I get really, really bad cravings, especially late at night for like cookies or chips or like egg rolls. Like I told you, Asia, Chinese food is my thing. I always want egg rolls, but I haven't been getting those cravings. I've actually been able to like eat my meal prep foods and be fine with that and not wanting more. Haven't been craving soda. Sometimes I crave soda, but I don't have soda. I always go and get like sparkling water instead, but I haven't even been craving that. So something is working and it's great. And then obviously besides that, back at the gym, lifting heavy again, definitely not at my heaviest weight, which is a little bit of like a knock in the confidence thing for me, you know, but I do have to say I took off some time from really training consistently and working on that, so it's to be expected. But I didn't like knock super low, just on some of my lifts. Maybe we had to go down like 10 or 20 pounds, so it's not that bad. And that's not even all of them. So, and I haven't even been doing cardio yet. Like my coach just has me doing like warm-up cardio, and you know, obviously I take my dog for walks every day. That's it. And already I'm noticing a really good difference in my physique and my energy levels. And it's just so good, you guys. It's good. So I just wanted to share all that with you. I don't want to keep this video running any longer than it has been. I've been rambling for a while here, but I just wanted to update you so you could see what was going on. If you have any questions about any of the products that I talked about, please let me know in the comments. I know this company has other products, but this is all I use and this is all I know. So, but if you have questions, I could look into it for you. Other than that, that's it. I'll drop my link in the comments, so if anybody is interested, you can check it out and take a look. But other than that, that's all I have for you right now. I felt like there was more I had to say, but clearly I'm not remembering it right now, so whatever. When I think of it, I'll make another video. Alright, I'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.